Yes, welcome to the Arsenal stand, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy, Mr. Laughter, right here, ladies and gentlemen, as we discuss the North London Derby. As you guys know, it's going to be massive, and Sunday is not far away, and we want to dive so deep into detailing and looking at certain things that I feel like if Arsenal could do or can do to help us like make it over the line against these dying Tottenham Hotspur. We want to really send them back down to the league that is the Conference League or wherever league it is down there because they they deserve to be there, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, it's just a joke, but I think it's going to be a tough game, as you know. But I think if we can come with our best of the best mentality and bounce back as we would want them to be, I think we should be very, very good to compete in this particular game. North London derbies is always a very, very tricky game, no matter what situation it is. Even if the team is not doing great, if the other team is doing well, it doesn't really matter. It's always just a tough game wherever you go, whether it's at Emirates or even Tottenham Hotspur's place. It just doesn't matter. It's always hyped, and it's always a very, very crucial match between Arsenal and Tottenham Hotspur. But this time we are going to that is Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, and it's going to be massive there. And I think everyone is waiting to see what Arsenal can come out of or come out with because it's just very, 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 as you guys know, everyone is in a low and everybody's still thinking, what should we do? What are the things that we need to do so that we can bounce back into winning ways? Because we haven't been really good in the last few games that we have played. But I think when we look at this game, guys, it's going to be a massive game. It's going to be a big boost to the Arsenal team in general if we were to go ahead and secure a very comfortable win. It's not going to be comfortable for, of course. We know that Tottenham at home, they haven't been having a very, very good record, as you guys even already know. That at home, the only game that I can think of head right now, it's just the game against Manchester City, where at least they found a draw against Manchester City. And it's gonna be massive, man. And Arsenal has to really, really show up. Like I said, they need to show up, and it's gonna be a very difficult one. I know Mikel Arteta had his press conference. We shall have a reaction to it as well in the press conference and what he says as well, and what we think is the best approach that I think we need for this particular game as well. So we will take a look at that, and also don't forget to comment as well and subscribe to the channel as well, and be part of the channel. And every single day that we bring in this conversation, please join. And I'm gonna also pin the link up there if you want to be. Yeah, somebody who want to contribute, like physically get in touch and just come in and join and make your opinion about this particular game. I'll pin the link up there too for you to join wherever you are. I accept audio, I accept video, whatever you feel like you want to do, to just give your opinion. If you can't just write it on the chat there, you should be able to just go on and get the link and paste it on your browser wherever you use, and you should be able to come in here. I use StreamYard, so it's pretty easy for anybody really to join the stream if you have any opinion concerning this game. So that is what we have, guys. Now let's dive into what we have as far as this game is really, really approaching. We know Manchester City is going to play today, which is Saturday. For some people, or other people are still really on Friday. But we think this game between Newcastle and Manchester City, which is going to happen at Etihad, that is another massive one. I don't want to dwell on that. I don't want to think that maybe Newcastle can do us a favor since they have been really having a very good run the last few games. But I just want to keep an eye on it probably today and see how it's going to turn out. But I think no matter what happened, Arsenal just need to do their job, which we will also talk about that as well as we go in this particular conversation. Now, the other thing is, apart from just Newcastle being there for at least to do something for us. I think Manchester City will want to show up and really, really do their best because they're at home. They have beaten Newcastle at least twice now. And we know in the Carabao Cup, even in the Premier League, it hasn't been easy for them as well. But with the form that Newcastle are in, I'm just tiny bit optimistic that probably Newcastle can nick out something in the game, and probably that would be a good result for Arsenal, even if it's a draw or whatever. But I am not putting my hope in that. I just want Arsenal to show up come Sunday, if no matter the result that will come out against Manchester City. I think we should do our job because we can't and we can't probably just dwell on whatever teams are gonna do for us as Arsenal. We need to do our job, and our job is just to beat Tottenham Hotspur and send them back to where they belong. They can be relegated. I know they have that new coach, man. It's not gonna do anything. North London Derby is always a massive game, no matter who is the coach or not, whatever it is. We just need to show them and probably give them, take them closer down there. It's just a vibe. You have to take them down somewhere so they can feel it, and it would be amazing. How would it be amazing? I mean, how amazing would it be if Arsenal won the Premier League and Tottenham is relegated? Think about that for a second. Like, how would it feel? It's not gonna happen, guys. I'm just being silly with you guys, but I think if we can just do our job, that would be very, very important. Now, Mikel Arteta had his press conference, and before we go and look at that, we will actually see some of the key things that he talked about in the press conference as well. And before we go into that, I think this new coach for Tottenham Hotspur also gave his press conference as well, and he seems to be a very, very interesting guy from what I've seen from his conversations and his press conference. I see you guys in there. Hi, hello, J3. I see you. You are crazy. I see you there too. You're crazy. I see you there too. Thanks for joining, man. Appreciate your time. Yeah. So Tottenham Hotspur. What about them? And what can we expect from them? We know under Frank, they were they were terrible. They were not good at all. They were not a team to really even worry about. And I thought if we were to go to their stadium when Frankie, whatever name is, Thomas Frank was still the manager, or he could have been the manager by now, I think we wouldn't have had any issue. I would have given just a pure win for the Arsenal because I think Thomas Frank, much as he plays well against Arsenal, when he was at Brentford, also he used to give hard time to Mikel Arteta. But when you look at the first leg that we played, we blew them away. Like 4-0, like I think was it 4-0, even 4-1. I can't even remember that. But it was just so bad. And I was thinking that could have been the same thing when we go to their stadium this time. But now they found a way to get a different coach. Now we know Arsenal has been playing against a very, very actually about 3 or 4 teams, even 6 actually, where we go to the stadium and they had a new manager, and that's what we call the new manager bounce. We have been in that for a while, and Mikel Arteta also talked about it in his press conference. That is not something new. Um, so let's hope the manager bounce is not going to be um, much of a difference compared to what Thomas Frank would have brought to us on the plate. But I think um, even if this new coach, what is his name, Todo, whatever name he has, it's gonna be difficult for any as for any player actually to think that it's gonna be an easy game. We know when you have a new manager, every player wants to show that they're the best. Like they want to come up and say, yes, we can do this. And I can show you that I want to be in this lineup and I want to be focused on this and this. And every player would want to just like kickstart their season. The ones who have been terrible, they just want to come up and like probably be there, and show the coach that there is something new in them, and so that the coach can actually take them and put them in the lineup every single moment, and that's what is going to happen, because I know with the new manager coming in, every player would be on it. And I think if we go to Tottenham Hotspur with that mindset of just knowing that Tottenham is so bad, these players can show up, and then it will be more than a difficult game, guys. But I think, what would I think Mikel Arteta should do, or what do you think Mikel Arteta should do? I see some guys already here commenting. I have to go. I'm sorry. I wish I could stay through. You're really entertaining, and you make me happy. Bye. By the way, I am. I'm subscribed. Thank you. Thank you. You're crazy. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. It's fine. It's fine. You can go on. Yeah, it's really okay. I appreciate your time. Yeah, we are here every single day, wherever you are, any part of the country, any part of the nation, wherever you are, just join. Let me pin actually the link here. I want to invite people today, and I'm not gonna be the only one discussing things here. I want people also to join and give their view on this game, because I know it's a very, very massive game, and I can't just discuss it alone. I need people also to come in and give their opinion and views on it, because this game is massive, not only for the title race alone, but I think it's also a North London derby, which is always interesting. And I think, like I always say, this northern this derby is almost like the best derby that you can ever find in the English Premier League currently, because there is no other bigger North London derby. Even Chelsea is not like crazy, or Tottenham Hotspur. I mean, Fulham or maybe Brentford or those teams. They're not like the best derbies, but Tottenham Hotspur and Arsenal is like the most interesting, like it's most hype, and people are just up for it, no matter the situation. Even if Tottenham Hotspur is not doing great, Arsenal is not doing great, when it comes to North London derby, where everybody wants to be, it's just a game of its own. Like everybody is hyped, every player is hyped, and all the managers like also hyped. Like this environment alone is just so good, man. It's super good for for any game of football, And I think no matter the situation, the runs that Arsenal is on, the runs that Tottenham Hotspur is on, it's gonna be a massive game, guys. Very, very massive. Because on the other hand, Arsenal needs to win. There is no room for slipping or wherever it is. You just need to perform and win. And on the other hand, also, Tottenham Hotspur needs to win, because they're fighting relegation. That's why they got in a new coach. And this is, when you look at those two scenarios, it feels a very, very strong team, guys. It feels like it's going to be a very big, huge game that needs every player to be up for it. Yes, it needs everyone to be up for it. And I think if we can bring our A game, if we can bring our game to the best of the best, I think we would move. Yeah, we should be in good shape really to win, because I don't think there's any other team that is better than Arsenal in the entire league. Mikel Arteta said it himself also in the press conference. Now, so before we do that, I think it would be our time really to take a look at some of the key things that Mikel said in his press conference, so that we can at least go through it and discuss things. If you have any question about it and anything, let's go on. I'm gonna share my screen here so we can go through the press conference just a little bit, so that at least we have a better idea of what actually went through. And then after that, we will discuss my view um, on what I think would be the best solution for this Arsenal team to go on and win this North London derby, because I think we need it. and we really, really do. Now, so Mikel Arteta has been speaking with the press ahead of our trip across North London to face Tottenham Hotspur on Sunday, February 22nd. During his press conference at the SoFi Reality Training Center, Mikel previewed the clash, gave in injury updates, and much more. Now, this is what he said. Hopefully, you guys are seeing it much better. Let me see if I can increase the thing a lot, maybe a lot bigger like that. So this is what he said on if we were if we are any fresh if there is any fresh injury concern. He said no, there's nothing new, which is good news. That means we don't have anything that is fresh concerning injuries. That's always good news. Now on availability of Havertz and Odegaard, we have to wait until tomorrow, but there is a big possibility that they are available for the game. That's the good news. That's really, really good news because I wanted this at least Havertz to, even if it's not gonna start, I think he's coming in. If Arsenal is not playing well, would really, really benefit either Gyökeres or anyone who is up front because I believed the few games that Kai Havertz came in and played for the Arsenal, he was really, really good, guys. And I think if Mikel Arteta can probably keep him in the substitute and then let him come in at some point, I think it would be a good fit, especially if we are not doing well. But I think that's a good point that Odegaard and Kai Havertz are pretty much available for picking. Doesn't mean they're gonna start, but I think it means they are gonna be available for the match, and that would be a plus for me, guys. In that aspect, I think it's a very, very good thing, really, guys. To know. And then let's see what else on Saka new contract. I think they are all very important. We are very happy that the players are feeling in such a strong way about the club and what we are doing and the way we feel treated, and the fact that they can continue to improve and win what we want to win together. Bukayo's news obviously is great. He's one of our own. We got him here since he was very, very little. So from him to make that decision and the club to be so aligned with him, I think it's a really, really positive thing. We talked about Bukayo signing yesterday already. We don't have to really do anything, but I think it's a good thing. If a player is interested in staying at Arsenal, I think we are in a good position now. Even if things are not going well, I think we are happy where we are, and I think it's a good thing that Bukayo signed. And let's just hope he's not gonna sign and then begin to collapse like the likes of Obama Young and others. Now, on how our players have reacted to Wolves' draw, this is interesting. Let's see what you have here. What I've seen is the tremendous reaction again, and I am not surprised at all. When you lose points in the last kick of the game, again, in a very unpredictable manner, because because to predict somebody with a zero point 0.2 expected goals probability and on one shot to concede an equalizer in the manner that we did it, nobody can really understand that. But this is football, and that's the beauty of it. And and that was the chapter. Now I have a long session. Chapter 27 says, okay, we draw against Wolves in the manner, but what what I'm very, very interested is in the next one. It is what we are made of. Okay, what we do about this and how we write our own destiny from here and going forward. And that's it. You have to react to that because life moves on and the result has to stay. Unfortunately, as it was, there is nothing that we can do that we can do uh, or there's nothing that we can do. What we can do is a lot. It's what's going to happen next. Yeah, I think it's very true, guys. Sometimes when we get losses and we get other things, I think it's crucial that we don't really dwell on one thing that has happened in life. Like you need to move forward. Like the draw that we got against Wolf, it shouldn't be a judging point where everybody's saying yes, Arsenal started bottling it, and he actually was asked about bottling. Here we're gonna see and take a look at it. But I think yeah, we need to move on. You don't have to just stay in there. On the message to our supporters, the immediate reaction is tough. You put so much in. You look at the first half, and then actually what happened in the game. I was I was post much talking about the standards that is shown. I was much better than expected, but it's still not enough to the standards that we require. It's very difficult to understand. So it is a shock in the system, but they have been incredibly good with that. We wanted to give them the victory, we couldn't, and we have to move on. Yeah, you guys just made a mess. You should have done your best. First half was super good, and I don't know why in the second half you just came out like a, a crazy chicken without any head, like this kush kush. I mean, almost like Deccan Rice kush kush. That's how you guys played. It wasn't interesting at all. On the message to our supporters, we already got that on if North London Derby is the perfect opportunity to respond. It is it's the one we have after, and it's the one we cannot wait to play. If you could play today, I think it would all. I mean, we would all love to play today to get that feelings that we have in our tummies and use it in the right way. And we have to show that on Sunday. That is true. Sometimes when you have a very, very bad game and you have the next game immediately after that, that kind of gives you opportunity to make it right. And I think Sunday is a very, very massive opportunity for these fans, for these, I mean, players to like come back and show us that they are still in the game. No matter what, we're still 5 points ahead of Manchester City. I know when we play, it could be probably 2 points, but I think no matter what happens, Arsenal is still at a better position and they're still good in many, many ways to win this Premier League as long as they just gather themselves together and really go for it. And they will start with Tottenham Hotspur. If we can really, really perform well against Tottenham Hotspur and beat them, no matter how many goals or what kind of scores, just beat them, and then we will see how everything will change. Because the only problem is if we draw this game again, we are back to square one. Like we would have landed. Man, I don't even want to think about that. Let me not even start that. It's just a waste of time. I'm very optimistic that we're gonna be Tottenham Hotspur, so I don't want to be negative in any way. If you have any question, let me know in the comment as well. On Saka new contract, we already looked at that. What is Mikel saying here? Let me see how big challenge it is to prepare a game against a new manager. Let's see what I say. I think it's happened 7 times already this season. Oh, 7 times already. I think yeah. We are getting used to it. We have we have analyzed everything that he's done is his career given I mean in different clubs, different formations, and the players that they have available from there. Of course we will have the capacity to adapt in relation to what the game requires, but the main focus is also on what we have to do to win. I know sometimes it's good to know what the coach can bring up, the competitors or like the opponent that you're going to meet, but also it's all down to you as the players adapting to the system that you see up front, even if you don't know anything about any club. I think it's just the moment, it's just about the moment that you have at that particular time in the field. It's about how you reflect. It's about how you do your things. It's about how you play the game with desire and interest. That's what I can say. So, no, I don't worry about what this new coach is bringing. It's just a system is a system. If you're playing your game, no matter the coach, wherever they do, I think you should be in position to beat any team. And as we know, this is a must win game, guys. A must win. I already talked about that yesterday. No draws, no loss. It's supposed to be a win so that we can at least revive ourselves from the dent that we are going through. Like the only thing that can uplift the energy of this team is a win. We need a win, guys. We can talk, we can say whatever we want, but if on Sunday we don't win, it's a different story, guys. It's going to be a different conversation. Trust me, it's totally going to be a different conversation if we don't win completely. Anyway, let's see one few things here on why Nogard is hasn't come in for more than Superman. I've seen like statistics where they say Nogard he has had like only 34 minutes the entire season that we have played, and Superman is having like 200 something minutes. Like I don't understand why this guy doesn't want to play no good. We play with Christian. Declan Rice has played there as well. We have changed a lot of players in the team, so it's dependent on the kind of game that we expect. Who do we believe in the best condition physically, mentally, technically, and tactically to deliver what we require? What is this guy saying? Like, do you think Nogard cannot do anything that Zubimendi and Declan Rice is doing in the team? I just don't get it. Like, Nogard is a very, very smart player. Like, look at the game against Wigan. Like, his his eye for goals, his eye for passes, like he is superb. I don't understand why he's saying that Nogard he plays tactically or depending on the condition of the game. I feel like Declan Rice and Nogard shouldn't have played 2,000 games and wherever. Like, I mean, it's just nonsense to me. He should have just even the game against Wolves. We should have played Nogard instead of having Declan Rice and Zubi in there. That's just what I think because Nogard is still fresh. He hasn't played so many games. Why don't you just start him? I would even start Nogard tomorrow. I mean on Saturday I mean on Sunday. If to be honest, because I feel like Nogard is the player that we need at the moment. All these midfielders are getting tired playing games after games, and I feel like Nogard is a perfect replacement for either Rice or even Zubi. I would keep Rice for this game, but I think probably I would just let Zubimendi rest and play no good because he has been in the Premier League. He knows Premier League very well. His passes are good. Like I would play him instead of having Zubi. But who am I? It's still Mikel Arteta's decision at the end of it all, anyway. On how important it is to keep calm now. Yes, keep calm, keep your eyes open, ears open, and understand what the players need to give their best. That's it. One of the things we have to tweak every game is to keep doing what we are doing, which is winning a lot of games and being in the position we want to be. It's easy to say, but doing it is the problem because I feel like you're not giving the avenue for the players really to do what they want to do or even win. Because what Nukelatans always does is changing things and not giving the freedom to the players to express themselves. And now you're saying that you're giving every chance for the players to play their game and win. I don't think that is correct anyway. But that's what he said in his press conference. And on if this is the biggest North London derby for a long time. I don't know. For us, it is the most important one because it is the one we have in a few days' time. It is the one that is going to give us the chance to be closer to achieving what we want. You better do that. You better do that, guys. Because if you don't, like Michaela say, if you don't, it's gonna be massive. It's gonna be massive. Come back to the channel if we don't win, and you will see how crazy this Arsenal stand will be. Even the whole, it's not gonna be easy if we don't win. But I'm still optimistic, guys, that we are gonna be in good condition to win against Tottenham. I don't think Tottenham Hotspur is that good, guys. It's that good. No matter what this manager is going to bring, I think it's just upon us to decide on what we can do in this particular game. He was asked about TikTok videos. He said he doesn't watch anything like that. On what he wants from us after we score the first game. And I mean, this is interesting because I know we have talked about this. Sometimes once we score, there are things that we do now. Score the second and then score the third one. Attack better, be more dominant in the high press. Dominate all the rest of the play. Don't give unnecessary fouls so the goalkeeper can start pulling balls. I mean, putting balls in and put two center backs up. Dominate all the chaotic situation. They are what we want to do and keep the ball higher. I mean, under pressure. This guy, he can describe for you things that you know for sure that this team is not doing. Like this, if you look at the goal that we conceded, most of the goals are just so frustrating because it's just the defensive issue that we have in the team. Like this team is not doing well defensively. Either the midfield is broken or it's just the defense that is very tired. And I think what he's saying is what we want to do, but I hope he can really do it, you know? I hope we can do it against Tottenham Hotspur because scoring first at this moment for the Arsenal, I don't think scoring first would mean anything. Like it wouldn't even change anything, guys. Because people, I mean, I think most teams have already known that if you score against Arsenal or Arsenal score first against you, just put them under pressure, like, and go with full board, high press, and they will just collapse or crumble. So I think what Mikel Arteta is saying is something that he should have been doing long time ago, and these players should have had it drilled in them the whole entire season. But I think if we can do that, that would be superb. If he can't, then we will see what happened on Sunday, guys. Because I think what he's saying is what this team is supposed to be doing every single match. If you score one goal, go on for the next one. I feel like we have had so many times where like we don't really kill the game, you know? We don't kill the game completely. We just give our own keep kind of just chill out when we have scored one goal. It's kind of like go back to defensive mode. Let's keep this. Let's take care of this goal. Let's not do anything stupid. Like, but at the end of it all, you find that we are losing the 2 goal lead, the 3 goal lead, or 1 goal lead that we had because we automatically like go back to defensive mode. And I feel like it's not good enough if we can generate something and keep scoring after we score the first goal, go on and get the second, go on and get the third, get the fourth. If you can kill the game very, very early, I think it's gonna be very, very important, especially in this game here for this North London derby. If we just go on and score and don't really move on to get the second, the third, like we did in the first leg, it's gonna be nerve wracking, guys. It's gonna be nerve wracking because I think Tottenham they're not they're not they're not a very bad team, guys, and they still have players that can hurt. You know, they can hurt you at their good times. So scoring one goal at the beginning or in the first half or second half is not gonna probably solve the issue of our defense. Because in the last few games, I think our defense is kind of, I mean, it's not dying, but I feel like it's almost in the glimpse um of dying. You know, you're like you're under, you, how do you call it in the medical term? You're in oxygen. It feels like we're breathing using the oxygen tank. You know, at some games, not every games, but I think either Gabriel or Saliba, they're kind of getting tired, or they're not really being supported so much. And Raya has been one of the culprits. You know, he hasn't been very, very good in goalkeeping. And I feel like Kepa has even been way much better in keeping his goals in the games that he played. And if Raya is just unstable, I would rather do Kepa. But I think that's not what Mikel will do. Mikel will always and always go with Raya, no matter what. And having a bad game doesn't mean he's a very bad goalkeeper anyway. But I think if we can keep him and see, I see. I hope I pronounced your name here well. Sisi Avav. That's how I can pronounce it. What do you say here? Um, what's going on with Arsenal? Oh man, you already know. The problem is we always die at the end of the season. That's the problem. We don't know how to make it over the line. That is one decision that if Mikel can help improve in the season or in the league, then the problem will go off, because I feel like we don't know how to make it through. We don't know how to like make it over the line as a team. This team is really good. Like if we can, I mean, if we can just make it over the line, like I've said, even if one time this team is gonna kickstart like this, and we shall see lots and lots of performances, lots of trophies from this team, because I feel like we are very very strong team. Look at the squad depth, man. Like every position at least has two or three players. Like when you look at last season where we were good, but because we were like short in numbers, we still did a pretty great job. But at the moment that we have so many players in and out, like we should be better. Like we should be way better than any other team for now. But I don't know why we're still trying to go here and there, like change things that at the moment where we don't really need to change anything. Anyway, that's what I can say about about Arsenal. I mean, Arsenal has lots of issues. It's not just the players; it's just the system itself. And that's one thing I want to talk about in this particular game, North London. David Binkel, please, if you can hear me, just let the handbrake off. Let these players go and do what they can do best. Don't put system ahead of winning. At this point, I feel like whatever it takes for us to win anything, Mikel, just go on and do it. I don't care how we win, but as long as we are getting the 3 points till the end of the season, our runs are not that great. Tottenham Hotspur, Chelsea, Newcastle is still there, Everton is still there, Manchester City is still there. Like we have good teams, and if we just begin by dropping points the way we have done in the last few games, it's not going to be easy on us, guys. It's not going to be an easy game for everyone. I know Premier League is a very demanding uh, game, and we just need to kind of change our mentality and like kind of shape things the way we want it to go, because the game is still in our hands. Like this Premier League is still in Arsenal's hand. We're still 5 points ahead, and we can either lose it or gain it, or just probably bottle it, like the way people say. And I think it's not gonna be a bottling game if we start winning against Tottenham Hotspur. How crazy would it be if we again give four past them like we did in the first leg? I feel like I'm gonna go in my prediction, just roughly. I think I'm gonna go in for a 3-1 win. Arsenal will win 3-1. I give at least one goal to Tottenham Hotspur because our defense is not great. Let me know your prediction as well in the chat there. What would be your prediction? Do you think you can put it in there and let me know about this particular game? Because I'm going for a 3-1. I'm kind of thinking, no matter what this team will bring, the new coach will bring, we should be able to score more than 3 goals. Because at home, Tottenham hasn't been good. They have not. So since they have not been good, I believe and think if Mikel brings out the right team to start this match, we should score at least 1 or 2 goals in the first half. Why do I say that? Because I feel like Tottenham Hotspur, the first half, normally they just don't play very well. They only regain most of their momentum when it comes to the second half, and that's how they always do. And it's crazy how you can see. Yeah, Morgan, mega burst gaming. I see you here. You're saying 2-1. Yeah, that's great. I think, yeah, 2-1 is also good. I think yeah, that would be good. 2-1. Yeah, let me know your prediction and your thoughts as well. The link is there up if you want to join as well. I see Gunnar Grinds is already here. I will bring you in a second. But let me know your prediction, and if you also want to join the conversation, just come in, and the link is up there. You should be able to join it as well. I will put it right there. If you can copy it on the chat, you welcome to join the discussion. But the other thing that I wanted to really discuss today is the starting 11 that I think might work. Yesterday I gave a preliminary one, but I think today I have a different thought after listening to the press conference because Mikel has given us another insight on some of the players that are going to be available. Trossard is going to be available. They say his injury is not that bad, and Kai Havertz and Odegaard are also potential available. But I know for sure they won't start. They might come in at some point, but I think that can also help us to think of both the first half and the second half and how the game should be played physically, at least to help with some of the things that I am thinking in mind to give us that opportunity as well. Let me bring Gunnar Grind
YouTube.
here.
Oh, I
What's up,
could
buddy?
join. No, I'm doing a stream right now.
Can you hear me? Gunnar Grinds. Looks like you're muted. Gonna Grinds is still muted. Yeah, please, if you wanna come in, it's fine. You're already in. Let me know.
Yo,
Your
what's
your
good?
microphone is muted. I couldn't hear you. I see it here that it's muted.
How's it going?
uh,
How's it going?
Good man. Good, 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 good. Nothing really much. Just chilling out here to um look at the game. I know it's a big game. I want to look at some of the Premier League games also that is going to happen on Saturday. How was your day?
Yeah. Yeah, good. Standard. Yeah. How's yours?
It's been good. Nothing really terrible. It's life.
Yeah.
Keep moving on, keep moving. That's how I always call it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I haven't heard the press conference. What did Arteta say?
I mean, I've gone through it a little bit. Yeah, no good. I mean, he talked about no good not having time, and I mean, not having game times, and just thinking, the useless thing that he says is tactical things and stuff like that. And then he said 2 or 3 players are available. I think he said Harvard should be able to feature, but he's not sure yet. No, I mean Odegaard also should be available, but probably they might join in the second half. That's what I'm thinking. And then what is his name? Trossard, when he came out last time with that injury, he said he's fine, so he's gonna be okay to join the team. So he said yes, he's fine. So those are the few things he talked about. The players. He was asked also about the last bit, like on conceding goals, XG goals. He also like talked about it why sometimes it's just like a coincidence or it's just like our own making where the players are not concentrating and then like having corner kicks and other stuff, doing
Yeah.
faults in the bad positions and stuff like that. So I mean,
Mm.
you know how he always waffles. There's nothing really interesting.
Yeah. I mean, that's good news for us. The
Yeah, at least
injuries.
yeah, at least
Yeah.
we have two players back.
Yeah. Uh, yeah. Let's see what happens. I think. I think. Yeah. Trossard. If he's available, I'd start him just because I don't trust Martinelli. But yeah. What do you think?
Yeah, yeah. With games like this, though, I feel like yeah, Martinelli might be good because Tottenham Hotspur, the way they play, unless if this coach comes up with something different, but I think even if we can start with Trossard and then probably bring Martinelli back in, I think it would be good. It would be something that even yeah, you know, with the tired legs at the end of the game,
Mm,
Martinelli can do something. I feel like once he come in as a substitute, or like Mikel Arteta calls them the finishers, he does well, you know. And I think it would be good if we start with Trossard and then bring in Martinelli. Uh,
mm,
Yeah, I think would be a good fit for the game.
mm. Uh,
Yeah. What do have you thought of anything new that you about the game, or do you have any other thought on the game?
uh, not really. I just want us to win. That's literally all I care about.
How do you want us to win though? Like, what do you think we can do to like deserve this win? Because I know it's just a must win. Like I said, this week I've been saying it. If we happen to get a draw or even lose, it's just gonna make this season very very bad. I mean, it's just gonna probably cause a lot of chaos.
Yeah, I mean, it's it's not like it's an easy game. And if we
Yeah,
do drop points, I think, of course, it's a must win. But if we do, let's say, tie, people are
yeah,
going to say, oh, it was the North London derby away at Tottenham. But because,
yeah.
yeah, people will have other views of it. But I'm just saying, yo, just win. That's actually all I care about. I don't care if we play haram ball. I don't care what we play. All I care about is the win.
Yeah, I see you AGF man. The link is up there if you want to join. It's just up there. You're from us, or what is it saying? You're from US?
US.
Oh yeah, I'm in the US. So if you want to join, it's fine. Yeah, I'm in the US. I'm not from the US, but I'm staying in the US right now. Probably leaving. I mean, this English sometimes is just very difficult. Some people in Uganda we normally use stay, but here people like to say, "Oh, I live in the US." You know.
Mm,
Yeah, we like the word stay more than leaving somewhere. I mean, it's just the American English and the British English. I don't know which one is correct, but yeah, we are in the US. If that is your question. Apparently, what is his name? Let me look at the Premier League fixtures and probably we can see how the game would go. So, March 27, which is gonna start today in some people's village or home where they are from. Aston Villa is taking Leeds. What do you think about that? Aston Villa Leeds.
I think of Aston Villa Leeds.
Yeah,
I think it'll be a tight game. I think Leeds have been so good recently. They should win. They deserve it. Yeah. I want
Aston
Leeds to
Villa.
win, yeah.
You're giving it to Aston Villa, you think? They might go with it.
No, I'm giving it to Leeds. I want Leeds to win. They're a good side. And they just
Mm.
got promoted.
Um, I think Leeds has actually been really good against many teams. I feel like people underrate them, but they are good. They're a good team.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, remember last week when we did our prediction against what week was it when I told you Leeds were gonna win against which team was it? I don't even remember now. But they actually beat. I mean, it ended up with not Chelsea. It wasn't Chelsea because they drew with Chelsea 2-2. Yeah, I think it was Chelsea. I thought I gave them a draw. I'm not sure what we had, but there was a game that Leeds United were like playing that week, and I was like, this is gonna
They
be
tied with
tricky.
Chelsea. They beat Nottingham Forest.
Yeah, oh yeah, that was Nottingham Forest. Yeah, and I think the game that might save Arsenal also is that Leeds game against Manchester City. Still have a game with Leeds, and they're going to Ellen Road, and I think that's one game that if Manchester City is going to kind of lose points, that's where I'm putting my bet in because I know
Yeah,
how Leeds
definitely.
play from home.
Yeah.
they're very good. Brentford is going to entertain Brighton. What's your prediction for that?
Brentford, Brighton.
Yeah, Brighton. Yeah.
Um, Brentford versus Brighton. I think I'll give it to Brentford. I think they have Thiago, they have Sade. I think, yeah,
Yeah.
they're a really good side now. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it might end up in a draw, but I think I would give it to Brentford
Yeah,
if they're
I
gonna win
can't see
because
a
I
draw.
think Brighton is also a very good team. But Brentford has been super good. I would say compared to Brighton. But anyway, sometimes when you have your own weight, you flex it a little bit.
Yeah,
Like I feel like some of the smaller teams they over play against bigger teams, and then when it comes to the team that they're kind of in the same level, they just play at their level there, and they get really beat. Well, what is the AGF asking here? How many what? How many guns? Guns war did you so till now? None. I've never seen any war actually.
that's good.
Nah, that's an
I don't
interesting
think, yeah,
question. There's no war in America, man. How can you say there's gun war?
yeah.
So let's see. Manchester City, Newcastle. That's a big one.
Man City, Newcastle.
Yeah.
My gut is telling me Man City. Well, my mind is telling me Man City is gonna win. My
Mm.
gut is telling me it's gonna be a draw. So I'll say 2-2.
Mm. I think it's also gonna be a draw in my opinion, but I could be wrong. I know Newcastle and Manchester City has played almost two. This would be the third time, and always when you play the same team the third time, the winning like all the three in a row might be very tricky. That's why I'm saying it might be a draw, or even Newcastle might win because they. pl- I think in a spell of almost like a 2 or 3 weeks they're playing. So I don't think Newcastle wouldn't know what to deal with when it comes to playing against
Yeah.
City. They should at least at worst they should get a draw. But time will tell. We'll see. The game is at 3 p.m. Wow, that's really late. Hmm,
Hmm.
okay. I thought it was gonna be in the morning, but I think I should be able to watch that. I might watch it, so it's not bad. Nottingham Forest, Liverpool. I think. Um, I think Liverpool will win this.
Who's it? Nottingham Forest, Liverpool?
Yeah.
Nah, man, I'm going with the draw, bro. Nottingham Forest have been good. They got a new manager, I think. I want Nottingham. I'm backing
You're going
Nottingham
for a
Forest.
draw?
Yeah, I'll say 1-1. Nah, 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 nah. 2-2, 2-2.
I mean, yeah, probably. I mean, they have been good against bigger team. That's what they always do. They try to play so well against bigger. Actually, they're playing at home, so it's not gonna be an easy one. I think if it was at Anfield, I might say. Actually, Nottingham Forest is always a big problem to Liverpool. Since
Yeah,
Slot came in,
that's tough. Is it
I don't
home
think
or
they have
away?
actually even won against Nottingham Forest because they always either get a draw or they Nottingham Forest beat them. So I wouldn't be surprised if they lose some points.
Yeah. I see
And
it going
Crystal
either way.
Palace, what is that?
I see it going either way. I don't know. I'm not sure who's gonna win.
Yeah, the Eagles and Wolves. I think. I mean, Crystal Palace. That I'm seeing a draw probably, unless if they got more energy from beating us. I mean, from getting a draw against us, probably they might get something. But I think Crystal Palace might go and win against the against Wolves.
Hmm.
Yeah. And the last one is for Saturday is actually I've already crossed to some of the games that are happening on Sunday actually. Then Everton Manchester United, that is on Monday. Mhm. What would you give?
Which one? Which one? Sorry.
Everton Manchester United.
Everton United. United 2-0. No, no,
Yeah,
no. United 3-1.
3-1. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think yeah they've been good. Carragher's actually revived the team, so I'm sure they're gonna win, and by all means. Anyway, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's for the whole entire Premier League. Nothing else on there. Um, what else about this game that I was gonna talk about not only just the predicted lineup, but I was thinking of the when you look at the first leg that we played against Tottenham Hotspur, there were some key things that I felt Mikel Arteta used when we were like at the Emirates, having Eze there playing just within the age of the 18 box. That's why he scored like those 3 goals. So I am looking at this game if Mikel Arteta can kind of duplicate that. I know he's a different coach, but I think Tottenham Hotspur are like very good at staying man to man in the game, but like they always leave that hanging space in between the 18 boxes and 16. I mean the 6 box. So if we can cut the ball the way we did in the first leg and kind of play in that structure, I think we should have Eze or maybe Saka or whoever is gonna play 10 to just roam around there in most cases and get the chance to like hurt them. I think it was a good strategy that we used for that particular game, and I think if we can just kind of redo that, duplicate it, it might help us actually in 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 helping uh in helping us really move on. Oh, I see Igal is there. What's up, Igal? Hey man, I
Yeah.
see you. We must win. Hopefully, we do. That's our prayer, man. That's our prayer. That's our prayer. I go. Do you know that? Do you know I go?
Mhm.
Gonna grinds.
Yeah.
Do you know this guy here? Igal talks football.
Nope.
You've never heard of him?
Should I search him up on YouTube?
Yeah, he has a channel as well. I mean, I think I subscribe to him. I've seen him a
How do
few
you know?
times. Yeah, he has some good points. I feel like he get a lot of
No,
stick from people,
37K
but
subscribers.
he's
Yeah,
he's
nice.
he's one prominent Arsenal supporter that I feel like
Yo, he's good,
is a
man.
is a, is a guy that many people
With Dan
criticize a
Pot.
lot, but he has some good thoughts. Man, girl, you can join. The link is up there if you want to join and just give your
Yeah,
opinion
bro.
on this game, man.
Yeah,
The
bro.
link is
Join,
up
bro.
there. You can join as well if you want to give your opinion. No worries if you're busy as well, but we are just chatting here for fun, enjoying the game as it will
Mm,
come, and hopefully we will win and we will be laughing like today. I don't want to be ranting after
yeah.
the game on Sunday. I would be very frustrated, man. Super, super frustrated if we don't win. It will be super frustrating, and I think it will be the end of the season for all of us. And I, I don't think it would be a good atmosphere in London and in the world in general because I know the fan base, man. This fan base that go that we have, Mikel Arteta wouldn't really survive it
Yeah.
because yeah, this North London derby is one of the biggest of, if not even the biggest, that has actually happened in these few years. Because I feel like most of the games that we have been playing, it's like it probably most of the last games that we play in the North London derby would be maybe when Arsenal is not really interested in anything. I know there are some few seasons where you like, you know, what is his name? Angie Kostokoglu, whatever name he is, he asked. He
Oh,
was
yeah,
complaining,
possible.
that
Yeah,
season where they wanted to stop Arsenal from winning the league or things like that, and then we beat them, and everybody was like, "We want Manchester City to beat us" and stuff like that. It's just a banter, in between the
yeah,
club. I know always they have issues when it comes to derbies.
yeah.
Yeah. I see. I'm working, so it's fine, girl. It's okay. I understand. Usually watch all Arsenal channel. Just subscribe. Thanks, man. I appreciate it, man. Thank you for doing that. Anybody who subscribe and gives us more opportunity to move on, that's great, man. That's a good big one. I appreciate everyone for the support, and we keep moving. Talking Arsenal is fun. Uh, as long as they don't really give us the fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's. I mean, the worst game that I've actually watched this season was this last game, man. I never expected us to lose anything against Wolves. It was just so bad, like so.
Sad, bro.
Did you watch the recap yet?
Oh, I watched the goals. No, I haven't watched the game.
Hmm.
I don't care. But I watched the goals and like some clips here and there online.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I watched it, man. I watched it from the beginning to the end. It was just one of the games that where I like if you think about that game actually, the first half we were like on it, we were like playing so well, so good. Like you, in my view, once we scored that one goal, and I was like, yeah, this is gonna be 5, 6 goals. Like we were so good in the first half. Saka was really pinning the defenders, like going, having trying and stuff like everyone. But when it came to the second half, the way the game just changed all of a sudden, like you wouldn't believe that we were like, even controlled because we had like 69 possession in the first half, like 69.
Um,
Like it was so good. Like I even made like a small video about it, like posted it as a short because I thought we were just gonna win, and I was like, this is gonna be way more than one goal. And guess what? Just what we always expect from Arsenal. Wherever they need to do something, they don't. You know, they totally don't. So it was a bad day. But I think with this one, if we can start, I think it would be really, really helpful if we score early.
Hmm.
Don't you think so?
First 15, 20 minutes, yeah.
Yeah, if we can score early and kind of put Tottenham Hotspur in that panic mode, and probably instead of wasting our time to like kind of wait to score the second goal, if we can just all of a sudden go quick with the goals, because I
Yeah.
remember the first leg we were just like scoring so quick. I think in the spell of 5 minutes we had scored almost 2-3 goals. So if we can
Yeah.
like go so quick like that, I think first half was 1-0 or 2-0, and then the second half again we came with another 2 goals. If we can do that against
Mm.
them even at home, it's gonna be very, very important. It will be so good.
Yeah. What else games are there to predict?
What is that?
What other games are there to predict? Was that it?
The games?
Yeah.
Yeah, those the one that we did is all the games, both Sunday and Wednesday. I mean Sunday and Saturday, Saturday and Sunday, whatever. There's
Mm.
no other
Have you
big
been watching?
game this week. It's just the big game is only Tottenham and Arsenal, and then probably Man City, Newcastle. Those are two big ones. Burnley is playing Liverpool, Chelsea, which is not big. I think they will be able to win. Aston Villa Leeds. That's a tricky one. I think they might get a draw there, or maybe Aston Villa might win. So, and then I mean Aston Villa, not Aston Villa. There's Sunderland, Fulham, which I think maybe Sunderland might age there, and then Everton, Manchester
Yeah.
United, which is on Monday. And then the next following week, that is the one that is going to be crazy because Manchester City will go to Leeds, and then Arsenal will play Chelsea. That kind of might be the title decider for me that week. If
Mm.
Manchester City wins against Newcastle and goes to Leeds and win, and Arsenal probably drop point against Chelsea or even against Tottenham Hotspur, I will call the game over. The Premier League would have been finished by then
Yeah.
because those
Uh,
are two big games.
Um, I think, yeah, you're right, but I think if we can make it like a 5 point difference until the Carabao Cup final,
Yeah,
I think I want to watch. I want to see. I think the Carabao Cup final is what decides it all.
yeah,
I'm like literally because
yeah,
we still haven't played Man City away yet. If we
yeah,
beat Man
yeah.
City,
Manchester City
yeah,
will be after we play Everton, I think.
yeah.
So
Oh
we
wait,
have we
next
have
week.
we have we have our Spurs, we have Chelsea, and then we're gonna play FA Cup, I think, and then we will have Everton and Manchester. I mean, and then we go to Manchester City.
I mean, I'm just focused on Arsenal, man. That's all I care about. But the way we've been playing, I don't even know if we can win. Like, yeah, man. I'm too stressed out.
Yeah, we need to win this. This is the only game that I'm saying if we won it, at least that will bring back the spirit, the energy, the belief, and every single thing that we need to move us forward. That's gonna be one thing that I think will really re-energize us to probably take this season serious because I feel like we want serious against um, Brentford, Liverpool, um, Wolves. Those are teams that we should be beating so quickly and easily, but we just managed to get 1 point, which was just very, very difficult for me to understand why we could do that.
It's
Yeah.
tough, man.
Yeah, it's really okay, but let's see what will come up. Let's see what will come up. But I think tomorrow we shall have the reaction of the games. um, and see if Newcastle can do something for us, or we'll just be the same. Probably when they win, they will just be 2 points ahead, right? I mean, 2 points, 2 points to get
Yeah,
us, right? Because right now it's five
maybe
points, so they will win if they manage to win. Then that means two
you'd say,
points,
yeah,
and then once we win again, we'll come back to 5 points. I think.
you'd
I
say
mean,
it's
my only, like you said, if we can make it to Etihad with 5 points, man, that's gonna be so good. At least we know for sure that even if we get a draw with them, we have an upper hand still, because there would be like, I think, 4 or 5 games left after we play them,
mm,
and I don't think we will lose all those 4 games. So as long as we can keep this, just keep this range till we go to play there. I would appreciate if we even get more. If Manchester City can probably lose some points against Newcastle and probably Leeds, and probably maybe one of the two. If they can drop some points, I think it would be still, and then we just capitalize and win ours, because I think we will be playing second. Let me see, actually, because they would be playing ahead of us in the next few games. So starting tomorrow, I mean starting today, which is Saturday, Manchester City will play early. That is a day before us. That means we have the pressure in the second day. And then when you look at the game after that, Manchester City will play again on Saturday at 12:30, and Arsenal will play Chelsea also on Sunday, which is the next day. So they will be playing ahead of us, which is a lot more pressure that Arsenal need to start dealing with it well,
yeah,
because I
and we
feel like
don't play.
every time we play after City plays, it's just
Yeah,
a
yeah, I was just gonna say
very
that.
difficult game. Mhm.
Yeah, yeah, and it puts a bunch more pressure on us, and
Yeah,
I don't think we cope with it well.
yeah, we don't. The
Yeah,
only yeah,
so
the only time that we're gonna play before them is, actually, it's the same time when we play Brighton. They will be playing Nottingham Forest at home. That timing is the same. That's Wednesday, March 4th, and then
mm,
after that, that's when we're gonna go and meet them at the Etihad. Right now, we play Everton first, and then they will be playing West Ham. West Ham also might not be easy for them because they're fighting relegation. Playing a team that is fighting relegation is the most difficult thing, man,
yeah,
because you
I
don't know
mean,
what's gonna give you.
but from the relegation team's point of view, it's like, oh, we're playing a top team. This is gonna be such a good experience. We play with our
Yeah,
heart out and everything, right?
yeah, that's what they always do. They get excited because the big boys are in town. They want to throw all their everything against the big
Yeah,
boys.
yeah, literally.
Yeah, so it's not easy, but I think as long as we can do our job, I think we should be good. Now with the yeah, what's your prediction for the game? Did you already give me a prediction? Oh, not yet.
I went with the 3-1, and I'm gonna
3-1.
stick with it.
Yeah, I think I will also go with a 3-1. I think we should win. There's no room for collapsing. I
Yeah,
don't
definitely.
think we need anything to do with a draw or even a loss. So I'm going for a 3-1, and I think we are good enough to win against Tottenham. Like, let me see, because the last few games that we have played against Tottenham, they haven't really beaten us. Uh, I don't know when they last even beat us. Let me see. North London Derby history. Head to head. We can see. Yeah, the last time they. Uh, Let me check. Because I don't remember. Maybe I could be wrong, but I don't remember Tottenham beating us in this near future. Because the first game last season, I mean, this first leg was 4-1. And then we
Oh,
had 2025, Arsenal won 2-1. That was,
it's been a long time. Yeah.
yeah, and then 1-0 we won in what, when was that? That is 2024. We won 3-2. That was 2024 second leg. So they have actually managed to get probably a draw against us. That was the season where, we were supposed to win, but we got a draw, and Manchester City couldn't. I mean, they were supposed to do at least win against Manchester City for us to win the trophy. Remember
Yeah.
that in
Yeah.
23, and they
Yeah.
didn't.
All right.
Um, so they haven't actually beaten us for a long time.
Mm.
Actually, the last time I see is 2022. That's when they beat us 3-0. Since then, they haven't really beaten us, whether from their home or from our home.
Yeah.
So I think we should be good, man. We should be good. We'll win. 3-1 is also
All
it's
right.
also less. If we can beat them 5, that be my guess. We will celebrate shamelessly like
Yeah.
we never got anything out. Yeah. Anyway, I think we
All
can
right.
just close the chapter for the day, man. It's getting late now.
Yeah. All
We'll
right.
see you guys again on
Yeah. Thank you.
tomorrow after Manchester City game. Then we can see what we can do, and probably praying maybe Newcastle can do something for us, so that when we go to the North London derby, we can capitalize on that as well. So
Mm,
yeah, that could be a hope. Anyway, how's your channel doing? Have you
mm.
started doing anything on it so people can go and subscribe yet?
I haven't posted on here, but I've posted on my other channel. I've been making videos. I made quite a few.
Which one?
Uh, The Robo Grinds one, that one I've been doing quite decent.
You said they're gonna grind?
No, it's a Robo Grinds.
Oh, the RoboGrime. That's the one
Yeah,
you're posting on.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. Let people subscribe there. I'll put the link on the in the description later on, because I already did this earlier. I will go look for that and find it. But the one for the Arsenal, no, it's not yet moving, right?
Right.
Then Sean Marcos saying, "How are you guys?" Yeah, we're good, man. We're good. Thanks for joining. We're good.
Yeah.
We're
All right.
all good. Mhm.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Have to. Yeah. Just.
Okay. All right, no problem. Thanks for joining. Oh,
Thank you.
we'll see you again tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, I think Dash is we are all good, man. We're all good. Just closing. You came at the time when we were almost closing. Unless we're just picking predictions. What's your prediction for the game? We want to see at least your prediction as well. That's good. Um, if you have your prediction before I go, that would be good. But anyway, thank you so much, guys, for joining, and thank you for being there. I know it's a very weird time all over the world, but I just like to do it at this time where we can discuss and just be there for the team. And I think way to go, Arsenal. I think we should be in a very very good shape to win. There's no way I think we may not be in position to win this league. If we can manage to score just 1 or 2 goals against Tottenham Hotspur, I don't think they have the capacity to come back, and I think it will be good for us guys. But anyway, time so much spent. I will see you guys again tomorrow, and one love, and enjoy the game this weekend. We'll get back tomorrow and have so much fun. Thank you so much. One love.